German tabloid newspaper Bild, I believe it's pronounced, or perhaps you pronounce the letters individually, B-I-L-D, has come out and claimed that Chris Eubank Jr. will defend his IBO super middleweight world title on July 15th or July 22nd in London against veteran former world champion Arthur Abraham. This would be a big step up for Chris Eubank Jr., particularly from the fight he just had against Reynold Quinlan and winning the IBO title. Arthur Abraham is vastly experienced. He's a strong guy. I'm not sure how old he is now. He must be in his maybe late 30s. He's getting on a bit now, maybe mid to late 30s. So yeah, it would be an interesting fight, I think. A lot of the decision making in terms of who Eubank Jr. is going to fight will be based on what kind of budget they have. Because the Eubanks are doing their own thing. They've got this deal with ITV. I assume that the fight's going to be on ITV, but then again, it depends on how well their last show on ITV did financially, because that's how businesses are run. Let's see what happened last time and base future budgets on how well you did last time. Maybe they're going to try and shrink the budget. Maybe they're not going to give them any budget at all. You know, maybe it's going to be taking place in Germany and the German broadcasters will come up with the money for the fight. I don't know. It's all just speculation and up in the air until something official is announced. But as I say, when it comes to the quality of Chris Eubank Jr.'s opponents, a lot of it is going to come down to budget because of the fact they're trying to go independent. Arthur Abraham, if they have managed to secure him as an opponent, and it is on ITV, not sure if it will be free to air or pay-per-view, regardless of what the case may be, Arthur Abraham is a fairly high-profile opponent in the super middleweight division. So they will have done pretty well to get Arthur Abraham as an opponent, I think. Eubank Jr. should be beating the likes of Arthur Abraham, who's definitely seen better days, who's had close fights with people like Martin Murray and Paul Smith, who are, you know, other guys on the British scene, hovering around middleweight and super middleweight. So if those guys are able to give Arthur Abraham a tough fight and push him close, Chris Eubank Jr., you would have thought, should be able to beat him. So, yeah, it's a decent opponent, I suppose. It's not the Golovkins. It's not any of the real top tier guys at the moment, but it's a step in the right direction. That's my feeling if Chris Eubank Jr. really is fighting Arthur Abraham. If it does well financially, then we could see Eubank Jr. step in the ring with somebody even better next time if he manages to get past Abraham. They're building their own promotional situation with their broadcaster ITV from the ground up. And Rome wasn't built in a day. So I appreciate that. Let me know what you think of this rumor. Do you think this fight will happen? What do you think of the fight? Do you think Eubank Jr. will win? Do you think Arthur Abraham has enough left in the tank to actually beat Eubank Jr.? How do you see the fight playing out? Do you think Eubank Jr. is better off back down at middleweight? Because a lot of people have said he's not really a puncher and his lack of power is even more pronounced at super middleweight than it was at middleweight. So let me know what you think in the comment section, people. It's happening. I'm out.